Have you ever pondered why the dream of owning a home in Sydney seems increasingly elusive for young adults and the middle class? Today we delve into the heart of this matter, examining the housing affordability crisis in Sydney. According to an article by ABC News, the New South Wales Treasurer, Mr. Mookhey, warns that Sydney must learn from cities like San Francisco. He points out the risk of wealthy tech workers driving up prices and displacing working-class people. However, he believes Sydney still has an opportunity to prevent such a scenario. But how exactly can Sydney avert this crisis? Mr. Mookhey suggests stronger legislation and supportive infrastructure, such as public transport, as possible solutions. He also emphasizes the need for robust pensions and affordable housing systems to cope with the increasing housing demand. A glimmer of hope is the state government's recent revelation of plans for the Bradfield City Centre in Western Sydney. This project could deliver 10,000 new homes. Yet, the issue still remains. A report by the Committee for Sydney reveals a worrying trend. Home ownership rates are declining. A 30-year-old today is 1.5 times less likely to own a home compared to their counterparts 4 decades ago. If this trend continues, people born in the 90s will have home ownership rates no higher than 60% at retirement. Minister for Youth and Housing, Rose Jackson, points a finger at older generations for not engaging with young people and understanding their struggles. Jeremy Gill from the Committee for Sydney concurs, agreeing that home ownership is becoming increasingly out of reach for many. Looking at the global stage, Sydney isn't alone. An article by Business Insider highlights a similar trend in other global cities. The cities with the highest quality of living, such as Vienna, Copenhagen, Melbourne, Sydney, Vancouver, Zurich, Geneva, and Calgary, are also among the most expensive in the world. Living in these cities is increasingly reserved for the wealthiest due to the rising cost of housing, food, and other household goods. While some cities have managed to keep housing costs low through social housing systems, others like Vancouver and Sydney face housing shortages and affordability crises. To summarize, Sydney is currently facing a significant housing affordability crisis. The city needs to act swiftly to ensure young people and the middle class aren't priced out of the housing market. Stronger legislation, supportive infrastructure, and robust pensions and affordable housing systems could be part of the solution. While the state government is making strides with projects like the Bradfield City Centre, more needs to be done. The city must also foster better engagement between older generations and young people to better understand and address their struggles. This issue isn't unique to Sydney. Other global cities face similar challenges, highlighting the need for effective solutions to ensure a good quality of life remains accessible to all, not just the wealthiest. Thank you for joining this exploration of Sydney's housing affordability crisis. Stay informed, stay engaged, and remember, knowledge is power.